What was it about the Southeast region that attracted the earliest explorers and colonists? Why did they choose this area over others? Perhaps a look at the land itself will provide some clues. There are three types of terrain in the region: the mountains, the Piedmont, and the coastal plain. The Appalachian Mountain Range extends from western Virginia, southwest, to northern Georgia and Alabama. The eastern edge is known as the Blue Ridge Mountains. The Piedmont is an area of low, rolling hills at the foot of the mountains. Piedmont is a French word meaning foothills. Except for the Ozark Mountains in Arkansas, all the rest is coastal plain, a low, relatively flat area perfect for agriculture. Vegetables and food crops grow abundantly. But certain crops grew so well here that they came to dominate agriculture. Along the Gulf Coast, sugarcane and rice are raised in huge quantities. Tobacco is a major cash crop throughout the region, but especially in the Piedmont area. Of course, the king of all crops in the Southeast is cotton. So important to the region since the earliest days, it's been called King Cotton. Much of the Southeast region has been known as the land of cotton. Huge plantations were established to grow cotton. Plantations are large farms that grow a single crop. It took many workers to grow, pick, and mill the cotton, and Africans were imported to work as slaves without pay. Cotton and slavery would define the region for over a century, eventually contributing to the Civil War. In 1860, the Southeast region withdrew from the Union, and along with Texas, formed the Confederate States of America. Most of the fighting during what Southerners call the War Between the States took place in the Southeast region.
Fire!
The war began in the harbor of Charleston, South Carolina, with the bombardment of Fort Sumter. Many battles were fought in Virginia, Tennessee, Georgia, and in every other state in the region. The southern capital of Richmond was destroyed. So were many other cities, like Atlanta, Georgia. The war finally came to an end at Appomattox Courthouse, Virginia. Slavery was abolished, but cotton was still king. Growing only a single crop, however, used up the soil. Cotton no longer grew well. The entire economy faced ruin until one man came up with a solution. Growing peanuts in alternate years could renew the soil, but nobody wanted the peanuts. They were only used to feed the pigs. George Washington Carver, an African-American born into slavery and later freed, came up with over 300 uses for the peanut. He saved the cotton crop and established another huge cash crop for the Southeast region's farmers. Another major industry is fishing. The coastal waters of the Atlantic and Gulf of Mexico and the many rivers of the coastal plain are full of fish. Fishing is an occupation for many, but for others, it's simply a way to put food on the table. The warm waters in the bays along the Atlantic coast spawn many shellfish, such as oysters and clams. Shrimp are a big part of the economy along the Gulf Coast. In the foothills or Piedmont area of the region, farmers raise mostly vegetables, fruit trees, stock animals, and tobacco. In the mountains, agriculture gives way to timber and mining. Baseball bats are just one of the many timber products manufactured in the region. Gemstones like rubies and emeralds are mined in Tennessee and North Carolina. Diamonds are found in Arkansas's Ozark Mountains. But the most valuable product of mining in the region is coal. Hundreds of millions of tons of coal are taken out of the mountains of Kentucky and West Virginia each year. Coal is burned to make electricity and run factories. Much of it is sold to other countries. The rivers of the region provide excellent shipping routes to international ports. There are many short rivers which drain water from the mountains into the Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico. But for transportation, there are three major river systems: the Ohio River with its tributaries and the Tennessee River system connect with the country's largest river, the Mississippi, which flows through the region to the Gulf of Mexico.